Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another video? This is another paid request, this time for Curtis. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, reviews, reactions, commentaries, whatever it may be, feel free to send it directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now this is for a review of another album, this time of Kanye West, called My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now, I must admit, I knew, of course, of Kanye West, but mainly I know him more for his weird behavior, his eccentric behavior, and this weird stuff that he says, weird stuff that he does. There's a time where someone was winning an award and he came up and interrupted her. I just decided to just ramble and rave and whatever it is and take all the attention away from her onto him. But he has this weird behavior that you're just going, what the hell is up with this guy? And I pay more attention to that than his music. With that said, I was pleasantly surprised listening to his album. Now, I wasn't really a fan of the last couple songs, last 3 or so songs, Lost in the World, stuff like that, but a good chunk of the album, 3 songs in particular, I rather enjoyed. And one of the reasons is because a lot of the instrumentation, a lot of the actual music is rather different and kind of unique for a quote rap album. Whether it's old school like piano, it has very sweet piano music, or electric guitar riffs, or for really nice beats in its drumming. I guess you just think of the stereotypical rap, and there's some stuff I like. I mean, whether it be some stuff with Ice-T, some stuff with Ice Cube, some stuff with Tupac, like Changes and other stuff. But this, and yeah, you get into the lyrics about him talking about the pressure of fame, and when people looking over your shoulder every 5 seconds, personal problems with women, and one song about wanting to see his kid, and please don't take my kid away. I guess in a weird way for me, a lyric can be good or bad, but I'm more interested in the beats of the song. And this I thought had quite a few of them that were rather memorable. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by it. One song in particular, I'm like, oh, okay, yep, I have heard this song many, many times. And that's a song called Power. Runaway, I really enjoyed. That was in particular used in a film called The Night Before with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. All the Lights. There's a beautiful instrumental part with a cello and piano, and then you have the actual song. Dark Fantasy was pretty decent. But yeah, my 3 faves would be Power, All of the Lights, and Runaway. But get back to Dark Fantasy. He also has other people involved with it. Jay-Z is part of a song. Nicki Minaj. And quite a few others. And apparently this is an album he worked very hard on and took a long while to perfect as well as he could. And like Dark Fantasy, like I say, you have Nicki Minaj doing the intro. And I like the chorus of the piano, really nice piano work, and till we get much higher, higher. Oh, till we get much higher. It was refreshing, and it made it feel more different, unique, compared to some rap albums I've heard. And like I said, that had a really good beat to it. I do like some of the lyrics. You know, me drown sorrow in that Diablo. Me found bravery in my bravado. Too many Urkels on your team. That's why your win's low. I thought that was kind of clever. Your win's low, but you put it there, Winslow. That's the name of the family on Family Matters. This was the last time, but I'll be honest, I never thought I'd hear Steve Urkel Family Matters reference in Kanye West, but there you go. So yeah, that was a nice way to begin it. I went, oh, okay. I kind of shrugged this guy off. I did because of his eccentric, weird, kooky behavior. But he is rather talented. Gorgeous was a decent one. Kid Cudi did some of the chorus. Your chest, if you blow this, it's bogus. Choke a South Park writer with a fish stick. It has a nice, like I said, electric guitar riff. That was the one that had that I mentioned before. Power. That's a song that you more than likely have heard in a ton of advertisement. And it was in like TV spots for films like Limitless with Bradley Cooper, the Fan Four Stick, that movie back in the couple years ago. I think the 2017 Power Rangers movie, it was an advertisement and trailers for that. Games like Saints Row. That's the one that's like, one man should not have all that power. I'm like, oh, okay, that's who. It's a lot of times you will hear a song advertisement, you hear it so many times, but yet I never really look into who's saying it. I just, oh, that's a pretty good beat, and then I move on with my day. But oh, okay, he did that song. Very cool. I embody every characteristic or the. I want to get it right. I embody every characteristic of the egotistic. Got treasures in my mind, but couldn't open up my own vault. Now, there's other people, smart people, that look into each of the meanings of the songs. But again, if it doesn't have a good beat to it, if it's not something I care to listen to, I don't really care what your meaning is. Yeah, that's just how I view songs. Always have. All the Lights. Again, there's a very beautiful instrumental version. Again, with a cello and piano. And this for me, it was cool to hear that type of stuff. And you could tell that he did have stuff to actually say. What about his life, career, what's going on, this and that. And then the actual song, Rihanna was a bit part of that. Again, great beat to it. In the spotlight with all these problems. Restraining order, can't see my daughter. Turn up the lights, want you to see everything. That has some really nice horns in the midst of the song. Like a lot of them just, I was listening to it with my headphones and my head would start doing this and just enjoying the beat to it. But yeah, Power, All the Lights, Dark Fantasy, Monster. That's one where I didn't mind some of the lyrics. The beat, maybe I didn't like as much as the previous songs, but because of the title, there was a bit of like an attack of. There's a different attack of the beats, a bit more, say, angry vibe to it. Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster. Ba 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 ba. Cocker, stop your silly nonsense. And that one had a couple I think Nicki Minaj, I believe she was in that as well. Jay-Z was a part of that, as well as Kanye. Probably my favorite lyric of that was, she was head of the class and she won a swallow ship. I've never heard the term swallow ship. I mean, obviously I get what it means, but that might be something I'll steal in the future. You want a swallow ship. Not a scholarship, you want a swallow ship. So again, that might be something I'll have to steal for the future. I did quite like that. Like I said, not every song I was in love with. There's some that was there, like So Appalled and Lost in the Wind. They didn't really do much for me. I would say my least favorite was probably Devil in a New Dress. I didn't really care for the beat of that one. Blame Game was interesting because they put in a bit with Chris Rock, like one of his stand-up acts in the midst of the song. The last song of the album that really embedded in my mind was Runaway. Again, that had a really nice start with the piano, which I remember in the movie The Night Before. Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, they kind of replicated the film Big with that big piano on the floor. But the song they were playing was this song, and it starts with this really nice piano work. Has a nice drum beat to it. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs. And you say, it's going to his flaws and things of that nature. I really did like that one, Runaway. I've actually listened to that a couple times on repeat. There's a really cool, nice beat to it. I've said before, I'm not really sure how to review an album, how in-depth to get into it, because I'm not really that knowledgeable on instrumentation and things of that nature. But I just say, as a guy who, to repeat myself, who only knew of Kanye West of just this figure that would just kind of make a fool out of himself, to be blunt. And yeah, these weird things. I think it was Taylor Swift, I believe, that she won an award, and he got up and took over, and I don't even remember what the hell he was ranting about. But again, despite that behavior, he is very good at his job. There are multiple songs that made me want to listen to it again, and maybe even a third time. There are songs that I would like to listen to again in the future. Whether it's not just typical rap, which even that is not a bad thing, but when I say typical rap, as in, I guess what you naturally assume is a stereotypical rap song. There's one or two of them maybe later on in the album, like in the last couple songs. Again, they just weren't as interested in me as before, but like I said, the use of piano, the use of guitar, electric guitar riffs, the use of drums, that just made it seem more of an epic feel to it, a bigger feel to it. And like I said, you did tell that he put a lot of work into it. A lot of people, he got involved with it, singing certain lyrics, certain choruses, and made an effective album that it came out and it did very, very well. Very well. And I posted this on Facebook. One of the songs is the album has become a classic. And I could see why. It deserves that. So, very nice job. I definitely... like I say, even if you're like, really, Kanye, I would recommend it. Again, to repeat, the songs I would listen to is Power, Runaway, All the Lights, Dark Fantasy, maybe Gorgeous, maybe Monster. At least those songs alone make it a fairly worthy album. So, very nice. Very nicely done. Congrats, Kanye West. You did impress me. So, little, tip of the hat to you. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.